Hey guys, Extermicide here with another Call of Duty Modern Warfare Best Class Setup Guide. This is a series where I share with you the absolute best setup for various guns without all the fluff and over-the-top information that you don't really care about. I may not be the first to get the info out there, but I can promise you I've done my research. But keep in mind that these are my viewpoints and maybe you will and maybe you won't agree or disagree with them. And that's fine. I won't be getting overly technical by supplying statistics in these guides. Every time Modern Warfare receives a new patch and a weapon gets buffed or nerfed, those numbers change. So I'm not going to waste my time and yours giving you information that is going to end up being inaccurate in about a month's time. With all that out of the way, let's get started. So in today's best setup, we are talking about the Renetti pistol, also known as the Raffica 2.0. The Renetti is a very well-rounded pistol, effective in almost any situation, and thanks to its semi-automatic rate of fire and minimal levels of recoil, it has quickly become one of my favorite pistols to use in Modern Warfare. It is easily considered the best pistol in the game by many players, knocking the 357 Magnum with snake shot rounds into second place. It's actually so good that it will probably be high on the list for all-time best weapons in the entire game. It's a 2 shots to the head or a 3 shots to the body killing machine. In this class setup, I use the akimbo perk, and there's only 2 handguns that I really believe benefit immensely by adding the akimbo perk, the first being the 357 Magnum, the other being the Renetti. With 2 Renettis in your hands, you'll be amazed at how easily you'll be mowing down the enemies. This gun was a lot of fun for me to test, and the loadout that I finalized with, I believe you guys will find most satisfying in both core gameplay and in Warzone. Trust me, you're gonna love it. This setup improves upon the Renetti's damage, range, and fire rate, while taking small hits to accuracy, mobility, and control. So with that said, let's take a look at my go-to loadout for this particular pistol. Alright, so let's dive right into this. First, we're going to head over the muzzle, and we're going to go to the monolithic suppressor. This is going to increase our damage range, but more importantly, it's going to keep our shots from showing up on the radar while in Warzone. Then we're going to head over to laser, and we're going to keep it very minimalistic. We're going to go with a 1 milliwatt laser to give us increased hip fire accuracy. This build will be using the akimbo perk, so we'll be having one of these guns in each hand, and we'll be doing nothing but hip firing. So this is something that we really need for this build. Next, we're going to hop down to trigger action, and like with any pistol, we're going to want to go with a lightweight trigger for increased fire rate. Then we're going to hop over to ammunition, and we're going to go with the 27 round mags for maximum ammo capacity. And finally, to round everything off, and the bread and butter of the build, we're going to go with perks, and we're going to select the akimbo, putting one of these bad boys in each of our hands. So that's it. The only thing this gun needs now is the perfect loadout. So before we get to the loadout, it should be noted that with this particular loadout, I'm going to be using the 6 perk system, which you use by activating the specialist perk. To do that on PC, I'm using PC, but I'm sure it's pretty similar to console, so figure it out if you're on console. But to do that, from your main weapon setup, select perk, and you'll see right up at the top there it says R to activate specialist. I'm going to press R. I'm sure it's going to be a different key for console. And then boom, you can select your 6 different perks. So what 6 perks do I use? Well, let's find out in the loadout. Okay, so here's the deal. I was on the fence on whether or not to include the loadout that I use when leveling this gun up, but I kind of knew that if I didn't include it, someone was going to ask for it, so here it is. Now, keep in mind that this is only an example loadout, a suggested loadout, that worked well for my playstyle and my strengths. This may not necessarily be a best fit for you. Only you know what your playstyle is like and where your strengths lie. With that said, I strongly urge everyone to modify this example loadout to best suit your own gameplay style and strengths. The loadout overall is a personal thing, so make it personal to your own playstyle. And that brings us to our question of the day. Okay. Alrighty. So let me know your answer in the comments below. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. And with that said, if anything in the video helped you out at all, then please throw the video a like, and if you want to see other videos by me, throw me a sub. Anyways, until next time, be good to one another. Extermicide out.